Hi there, it's Dan Cooper here from Pro Tools Expert, here with a review and show and tell and my first impressions of the Sunbird by Acoustic Samples. It's fairly obvious what this is. It's a guitar virtual instrument. I believe it's aimed towards composers and people that don't have access to a great sounding acoustic guitar with stereo pair of mics or a great player, or just someone that's sort of needing ideas. So let me just show you through the parts of the interface here. I'm not going to show you everything because there's quite a lot in this, but I'm just going to show you the bits that stand out to me the most. So the first part of the interface I'd like to show you here is on the left hand side. It is solo. So let's just play some notes so you get an idea of what it sounds like. So this actually has the ability to mimic the hammer on and hammer off actions or pull off actions that a guitarist does when they play solos. So if you look at the bottom on the keyboard, I'm playing a G, and if I just play between G and A, it's fairly realistic that. By keeping the G note down and just tapping, hammering on, and pulling off. Yeah, cool. Right, so the next bit we've got down to slides. It does a pull off when it reaches the slide up to the A, which is nice. Legato. Sounds a little bit softer there. Right, so the next part I want to show you down here is chord. This is where it gets quite interesting, and it's the part of the interface I like the most. So, just going to play around a couple of chords, give you an idea what it sounds like. Just basic C chord and an F chord. Lovely. Right, so quite a few things to look at here, but the main bits I'm going to show you are the left hand side of the keyboard, the white notes and the black notes. You can play any chord you like and the engine works it out for you, or how it would translate to the fingerboards. The right hands that you're going to use, you play, let's say these coloured notes here. It sort of mimics down and up strokes. If you look at the guitar itself, you see the pick go down and up. And you can just play between and get a little rhythm going. And just next to it as well. So what you can do, if you take your left hand off, it's just strumming dead strings. But what's really nice is next to that, you can actually pick between the notes if you wish. So the blue notes, again, look at the pick so you can see what I'm doing, or the plectrum. So you can strum. Now that's pretty realistic, you know. Okay, so the next bit I want to show you here is the strum speed. So if I pull it all the way to the left and play a chord again, it's instant. Or quick, however you want to. So there's no real definition between the strings in the strum. And if I put it all the way to the right, it's the difference. So it's quite nice if you find yourself a certain pattern that sounds right for you. Okay, and here's another little feature as well, which will be familiar to a lot of guitarists, are the capo, and this actually has a capo built in, which is nice, because the further up you put a capo on the fingerboards, the different the inversions, the different the tone, the colour, the sound of the strings, what's being strummed or played, it changes. So it's nice it's been included. If you keep the transpose button clicked on there, I'm still playing a C on the keyboard, and it keeps it as a C regardless of where you put that capo. So if I slide up even further, it's still a C. So go a little bit further up. Now if you want it to act like a traditional capo, so as a capo would normally work, we'll just pull transpose off. I play C on the keyboard, and it's playing a different altogether. But we'll keep it transpose on for a minute. So now we've looked at the solos and some basic chords and the sound and how to sort of make it sound to how you would like it. We're going to now look at the next feature, which is microphones. This is where you can really change the tone of the guitar. So how they've sampled this is with a stereo pair of microphones, which they've already got on. A mono microphone, which they say was a U87, and a clip-on pickup. All of them been sampled, and you can mix between them. Be warned though, if you do turn them all on, your samples do go up a fair amount, as you can see up here, which can add a little bit more load to your computer. So I'm going to switch them all on. And you can see they load up their samples. Lovely. Right, so let's have a little listen to just the pickup. Just turn that capo back. And let's put in the U87. Now put in the overheads. And right next above them there, you can turn up or down, blend and mix to your liking. So, just turn off the pickup. So once you've chosen how you like your guitar to sound, we can then move over here to the preferences, and we can add a little bit of EQ, compression. They've even got reverb. But there's a part here that I missed out earlier when I was talking about the chords and the solo part. Is you can actually choose whether or not the notes are being played with fingers or with a plectrum. Okay, so let's play again. Take a little bit of bottom end out. And then add a little bit of reverb. Right, so this section here, patterns. Instead of having to play your own rhythms, very cleverly they've got quite a few built-in rhythms here, grooves if you will. And they're just, you can see the pick moving on the left there. Then all you need to do, your right hand is free, it leaves you for the left hand on your keyboard to play the chords you wish. A nice little feature here, if you find it's too perfect playing, you can put the shuffle up a little bit. So let's put something on and give you an example. Play a chord, push the shuffle up, just feel it starting to sort of sway a little bit. It's quite nice. Put it back in. More rigid. That's a nice feature that there. Let's turn that off there. Excellent. So that's a basic little show and tell there. I think it's really nice, really, really good. I mean, I do a lot of acoustic guitar recording. This won't replace that, but what this is useful for, I really believe, is for composers, people that don't have maybe the ability to play guitar and or record it. It's a great plugin for that. It kind of sort of feels as though it's in that similar vein of Logic's Drummer. You get by very quickly with a very little amount of musicianship to get some very good acoustic parts in on your recording. So yeah, thumbs up from me. I've really enjoyed this plugin, and I'll be using it again. Cheers, see you next time.